All right, let's dive deep today into B vitamins.
Okay.
They're the ones everyone always talks about for energy.
Right.
You send in a bunch of articles on them.
Hmm.
And honestly, I'm starting to wonder if my daily coffee ritual needs a B vitamin boost too.
Well, it's not just about those quick energy fixes. B vitamins are actually how your body turns food,
Okay.
even that coffee, into usable energy. They're like the mechanics making sure your engine runs smoothly.
Whoa, okay. So it's more complex than just guzzle caffeine, get energy. So what exactly are these B vitamins, and why should we care so much about them?
Think of them as a team of 8 essential nutrients.
Okay.
Essential means your body can't make them. You have to get them from food. And here's the catch. They're water-soluble. Imagine trying to fill a leaky bucket. That's your body with B vitamins. It needs constant replenishing.
Okay, that analogy definitely paints a picture. My coffee habit suddenly seems less impressive, so your source calls them energy-boosting supplements?
Yeah.
But it sounds like they do.
Hmm.
Way more than just pep us up.
Absolutely. While energy is a big focus, your source also touched on B vitamins and the brain, which is fascinating. It got us thinking about the long-term impact on things like cognitive function and even mood. But let's start with the energy piece, since that's where your curiosity seems to be piqued.
Yes, please. I'm ready to understand what each of these B vitamins actually does to give us that boost. They're like individual players on a team, right?
Exactly. Each B vitamin has a unique role in turning the food we eat into energy. Think of them as specialized chefs in a bustling kitchen, each responsible for a specific part of the meal.
Love that. Okay, introduce us to these B vitamin chefs. What are their specialties?
Well, first up is B1, or thiamine. It's the carb specialist, transforming carbohydrates into fuel for your muscles and brain.
B1, the energy chef for marathon runners and brainiacs. Who's next on this team?
Next is B2, also known as riboflavin. It's a true powerhouse, involved in breaking down not just carbs, but fats and proteins too, all into that vital energy currency your body uses, called ATP.
So B2's like the head chef,
Yeah.
making sure everything gets prepped and turned into usable energy. What about B3? What's its culinary contribution?
B3, or niacin, is like the multitasking line cook. It assists with energy production, but also helps keep your skin healthy, supports digestion, and ensures your nervous system is functioning properly.
Wow, a real overachiever in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Down to B5. What's its specialty?
B5, or pantothenic acid, is all about managing fatigue. It helps synthesize fatty acids and supports your adrenal glands, which are crucial for handling stress and keeping energy levels stable.
Ah, so B5 is like the sous chef,
Yeah.
making sure the kitchen runs smoothly and the head chef doesn't get overwhelmed. What about B6? Does it add some flavor to the energy mix?
B6 is actually crucial for mood and brain function. It helps create those feel-good neurotransmitters, like serotonin and dopamine. Imagine it as the pastry chef, adding the final touches that make the meal truly satisfying.
Okay, B6 is definitely my new favorite chef. What about B7? Does it have a delicious role to play too?
B7, or biotin, is famous for healthy hair, skin, and nails. But don't underestimate it. It's also involved in breaking down fats and carbs for energy. You could say it's responsible for making the meal look as good as it tastes.
So B7 brings the energy and the aesthetics. 2 more to go, B9 and B12. What are they whipping up?
B9, also known as folate, is vital for cell growth and DNA synthesis, especially important during pregnancy. It's like the meticulous recipe developer, ensuring every ingredient is perfectly measured for optimal growth.
B9, the detail-oriented chef. And finally, B12. What's its culinary superpower?
B12 is like the tireless line cook working behind the scenes. It forms red blood cells to carry oxygen, ensures nerves function properly, and helps produce DNA. And here's a crucial point. B12 is mainly found in animal products, so it's something vegans and vegetarians need to pay close attention to.
That is fascinating. You mentioned B12 and nerves. One of your sources talked about that tingling sensation,
Yeah.
like when your foot falls asleep. Apparently, that can be a sign of B12 deficiency because it's so crucial for nerve health.
Exactly. It's a perfect example of how B vitamins impact our bodies in ways we might not even realize. It's not just about energy. It's about the proper functioning of our entire system.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. So these B vitamins work best as a team, right? Speaking of teams, your source called Vitamin B Complex,
Yeah.
a powerhouse supplement. What exactly is that?
It's a supplement combining all 8 B vitamins, allowing them to work synergistically. Think of it as a pre-prepped meal kit, ensuring you have all the essential ingredients for optimal energy production.
I'm seeing a lot of conflicting advice online about B complex supplements. Some say everyone needs them, others say it's just marketing hype.
Yeah.
What's your take?
It's not as simple as a yes or no answer. While a balanced diet should ideally provide all the B vitamins you need, there are certain cases where a supplement might be beneficial.
Okay, so who should be considering a B complex? Is it just for people who aren't eating a balanced diet?
That's one scenario. But there are others. For example, vegans and vegetarians are often at a higher risk of B12 deficiency, as we discussed. A B complex can help ensure they're getting enough of this crucial nutrient.
All right, B12 for vegans makes sense. Are there other groups who might benefit from a B complex?
Absolutely. If you're constantly feeling fatigue or experiencing brain fog, it could be a sign you're not getting enough B vitamins from your diet.
Hmm. So it's not as simple as I thought. I always assumed energy was all about calories. Are there any other situations where a B complex could be helpful?
Definitely. People who are under a lot of stress or engage in intense exercise often deplete their B vitamin stores more quickly.
So even if I'm eating a generally healthy diet, my lifestyle could be impacting my B vitamin levels. That's interesting. What about the claims that B complex supplements can boost brain function? Is there any truth to that?
There is. Remember how B6 is crucial for creating those feel-good neurotransmitters. Well, B9 and B12 are also essential for healthy brain function and cognitive performance. They help with everything, from memory and focus to mood regulation and mental clarity.
Wow, so it's not just about preventing deficiency, it's about optimizing brain function.
Yeah.
This is making me rethink my whole approach to energy and mental clarity. So what are the best food sources to make sure we're getting enough of these essential B vitamins?
You'll be happy to know that B vitamins are found in a wide variety of foods, making it easier to incorporate them into your daily meals and snacks.
Okay, give us a rundown. What should we be loading up on?
Whole grains, like brown rice and oats, are a great place to start. If you're a fan of hearty breakfasts or satisfying grain bowls, you're already on the right track.
Well, there goes my excuse for skipping oatmeal in the morning. What other foods should we be including?
Leafy greens, like spinach and kale, are packed with B vitamins, so load up on those salads and smoothies.
Okay, leafy greens, check.
Yeah.
What else should we be adding to our plates?
Legumes, like beans and lentils, are another fantastic source. They're not only affordable and versatile, but also packed with protein and fiber, making them a nutritional powerhouse.
So it sounds like plant-based eaters can easily get their B vitamins from whole grains, leafy greens, and legumes. What about those of us who also enjoy animal products? What are some good sources for us?
Eggs and dairy products are excellent sources of B vitamins, particularly B12, so enjoy that morning omelet or yogurt parfait, knowing you're getting a good dose of these essential nutrients.
Eggs and dairy noted. And for the meat lovers out there.
Meat, poultry, and fish are all great sources of B vitamins, especially B12. So if you're a fan of grilled chicken salmon or a juicy steak, you're getting a good dose of B12 along with your protein.
Okay, so plenty of options for meat eaters as well. What about snacks? Any suggestions for B vitamin-rich snacks
Yeah.
to keep us going between meals?
Seeds and nuts are a great choice for a healthy snack that also provides B vitamins. A handful of almonds, sunflower seeds, or pumpkin seeds can provide a satisfying and nutritious boost.
Love it. So we've got a whole buffet of delicious options to choose from, ensuring we can get our B vitamins from a variety of meals and snacks. But what if, even with a good diet, we're still not getting enough B vitamins? Is there a case for considering a supplement?
That's where things get a bit more nuanced. While food is always the best source of nutrients, sometimes our diets might not be enough, or our bodies might have increased needs due to lifestyle factors. That's when supplements come in.
Okay, so supplements can be a helpful tool in certain situations. But with so many options out there, how do we know what to choose? What should we be looking for in a B complex supplement?
First and foremost, look for a supplement that includes all 8 B vitamins. Remember that teamwork we were talking about? You want the whole crew working together.
Makes sense. We need the entire culinary team for that energy feast. What else should we be looking for on the label?
Pay attention to the forms of B vitamins listed. Look for words like methylcobalamin for B12 or pyridoxal 5-phosphate for B6. These are the active forms, meaning your body can use them more readily.
So it's not just about the presence of the B vitamins, it's about their usability. It's like having all the ingredients for a cake, but if they're not prepped properly, you're not going to get a delicious result.
Exactly. You want those B vitamins ready to go, not stuck in some unusable form.
Okay, active forms. Got it. Any other red flags we should watch out for?
Definitely avoid supplements with tons of added fillers, artificial colors, or flavors. You want the focus to be on those high-quality B vitamins. And look for brands that are third-party tested, meaning an independent lab has verified the quality and potency.
So it's like checking the restaurant's hygiene rating before you order that delicious B vitamin meal. Safety and quality first.
Precisely. Now remember that leaky bucket analogy we talked about earlier. Your body doesn't store water-soluble vitamins for long, so consistency is key.
Right. That image of constantly trying to fill a leaky bucket really stuck with me. So are you saying we need to be popping B vitamins every day?
It's not necessarily about taking a supplement daily, but more about ensuring a consistent intake of B vitamin-rich foods. And if you do choose to supplement, follow the recommended dosage and talk to your doctor to see what's best for you.
Okay. Consistency is key, whether through diet or supplementation.
Yes.
But wait, doesn't that contradict what we discussed about B vitamins being water soluble? If our bodies are constantly flushing them out, why does it matter if we're not getting them every single day?
That's a great question, and it highlights the importance of understanding the nuances. While it's true that excess B vitamins get excreted consistently, low intake can deplete your body's reserves over time, leading to those deficiencies we discussed. It's like trying to run a car on fumes. Eventually, you're going to stall out.
That's a helpful way to think about it. So it's not about panicking if we miss a day of B vitamins, but more about making sure we're consistently providing our bodies with what they need to thrive. I've been taking biotin for my nails, but I didn't realize it also impacts energy. Two birds, one stone.
It is fascinating how these vitamins multitask, isn't it? It all comes back to that interconnectedness we talked about.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about what B vitamins are, how they work, their benefits, and even how to choose a good supplement. But I'm curious, is there such a thing as too much of a good thing when it comes to B vitamins?
That's a common concern, and it's a valid question. The good news is that because they are water soluble, your body generally excretes excess B vitamins through your urine.
So it's like our bodies have a built-in overflow valve preventing us from getting overloaded with B vitamins.
Exactly. However, it's still wise to be mindful of your intake, especially when it comes to supplementation. Taking mega doses for prolonged periods could potentially lead to some unwanted effects.
Okay, moderation is key, as with most things in life. Are there any specific B vitamins we should be extra cautious about exceeding the recommended intake for?
There are a couple to be aware of. High doses of niacin or B3 can cause flushing, a temporary redness and warmth of the skin. It's usually harmless but can be uncomfortable.
So if I start turning red after taking a B complex, it might be the niacin doing its thing.
Exactly. Another one to be mindful of is B6. While essential, taking very high doses long-term can potentially lead to nerve damage.
Wow, that's definitely something to be cautious about.
Absolutely. Always best to stick to the recommended dosage unless your doctor advises otherwise.
That makes sense. So we need to strike that balance, getting enough B vitamins for optimal health, but not going overboard and risking potential side effects. It's like finding the perfect temperature for that B vitamin bath, not too hot, not too cold, just right.
I love that analogy. It perfectly captures the idea of finding that sweet spot.
I'm starting to see B vitamins as less about quick energy and more about long-term brain health. Your source mentioned some interesting research on B vitamins and cognitive decline, right?
Yes. While the source focused mainly on energy, one article did touch upon the exciting research linking B vitamins to cognitive function as we age. It's definitely an area worth diving deeper into.
Absolutely. I'm particularly intrigued by the potential role of B vitamins in preventing age-related cognitive decline. Could you elaborate on that a bit more?
Absolutely. I'm particularly intrigued by the potential role of B vitamins in preventing age-related cognitive decline. Could you elaborate on that a bit more?
Of course. While more research is needed, some studies suggest that adequate intake of B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, may help support cognitive function as we age and potentially reduce the risk of developing conditions like Alzheimer's disease.
Wait, so are you saying that getting enough B vitamins throughout our lives could potentially protect our brains as we get older?
That's what some studies are suggesting, but it's important to remember that this is still an area of ongoing research. There are many factors that contribute to cognitive health, and B vitamins are just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so it's not a magic bullet, but it's definitely a piece of the puzzle worth paying attention to. You mentioned in your notes that you were specifically interested in B vitamins and stress. How does that tie into everything we've been discussing? That's a great question. Remember how we talked about pantothenic acid B5 supporting the adrenal glands, which are involved in managing stress? Well, several B vitamins, including thiamine, riboflavin, and B6, also play a role in how our bodies respond to stress.
So it's not just about B5 and the adrenals. It's a team effort from multiple B vitamins to help us handle those stressful situations.
Exactly. When our bodies are deficient in B vitamins, we might find it harder to cope with stress, leading to fatigue, irritability, and even difficulty concentrating. Adequate B vitamin intake can help our nervous system function optimally, making us more resilient to those everyday stressors.
This is making me realize that B vitamins are truly multifaceted. They're not just about energy. They're about supporting our overall well-being, from our cells to our brains to our ability to handle life's challenges.
Well said. It's about looking beyond the immediate energy boost and recognizing the profound impact these nutrients have on our long-term health and well-being.
One thing that keeps coming up for me is this idea of balance. We need enough B vitamins, but not too much. We need them consistently, but our bodies can't store them effectively. It's all about finding that sweet spot.
I couldn't agree more. It's a dance between understanding our individual needs, making informed choices, and listening to our bodies.
And remembering that knowledge is power. This deep dive has truly empowered me to take charge of my B vitamin intake and make choices that support my overall health.
I'm so glad to hear that. And remember, this is just the beginning of the journey. There's always more to learn, and the world of nutrition is constantly evolving.
Well, I'm definitely inspired to keep diving deep and exploring the fascinating world of B vitamins. Who knows what other amazing discoveries are waiting to be uncovered?
Exactly. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and never stop learning.
On that note, I think it's time to wrap up this incredible deep dive into the world of B vitamins.
It's been a pleasure exploring this topic with you.
And a huge thank you to all of our amazing listeners for submitting your questions and inspiring us to dive deep into this fascinating subject.
Remember, stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop learning.
Until next time, stay healthy, keep those B vitamins flowing, and remember, knowledge is power.